Hey guys, what's up? It is Josh here, and today I'm going to be talking about things that you should not bring with you when you go to a psychiatric hospital. The last video I made was things that you should bring, and so now I'm going to talk about things that you should not. So the first thing is any clothing that has strings, sweatshirts, sweatpants, shorts. Some places will allow them if you cut the string out first or pull the string out first, but don't bring those items with strings in them expecting to keep them in because most of the times you won't be allowed. Some hospitals do allow it, but most of them will not. So be careful about that, and you might want to just take the strings out before you go to begin with. Next thing is any electronics, cell phones, iPods, cameras, laptops, any Apple Watches or any technological things like that do not belong on a psych ward. And the reason for that is a lot of technology has cameras, and being in a psych ward is an extremely confidential thing. And no pictures are allowed on a psychiatric ward. Also, if you're too busy on your electronic device, you're not busy getting better. The whole point of your being there is to learn new coping skills. And if you're on your phone all day, you might as well be sitting at home, and the bed should go to somebody who is actually going to use the services provided. So that is why you shouldn't have technology. See. Shoelaces. Some places will allow shoelaces, others won't. Like I said in the other video, I suggest bringing slip-on shoes or shoes that when you take the laces out will still stay on your feet. Belts, same thing. Some places do allow belts, others don't. The first place I went to allowed belts the first time. The second time, some people had belts, but I wasn't allowed to have them. And then the third time, it was no belts for anybody. Sharp items and glass items. So, like, obviously, if you're wearing glasses, that's one thing. But actually, there was one time I was at a hospital with somebody who was told she was not allowed to have her glasses, and I don't know what that was about. I assume maybe she wanted to like take the glass out and cut herself with it, but she wasn't allowed to have glasses. Um, but I think that's pretty rare. I mean, if you have glasses, I think that's okay. Um, but like other things, like don't bring mirrors, um, don't bring anything that would be glass related. Don't bring like nail polish and stuff like that. Um, yeah. No razors. Don't bring your razor blades. Don't bring your razors, like disposable razors or anything that you shave with. Don't bring any of that because you're not going to get to keep it. Most places do have razors that you can use while you're there, but they will usually have a mental health worker or whoever is there supervise you while you do that. One hospital I was at, I was on the safe level, so I was allowed to shave by myself, but it was also an electric razor, so um, it wasn't like I could take out a blade and cut with it. Cords. Don't bring any cords. First of all, what would you need a cord for if you can't have electronics? And secondly, it's very easy to strangle yourself with a cord, and obviously that's a no-no. Alcohol-based products. Don't bring anything with that. A lot of times there will be somebody in the unit who is an alcoholic or something, and I mean you can't have alcohol on a unit anyway, but it's you need to be careful with people who are alcoholics that are there trying to recover as well. Let's see, jewelry. Don't bring jewelry. It's I mean, I've had jewelry sometimes, but like this isn't a fashion show, and also certain jewelry you could hurt yourself with, so you might not be able to keep it. Like I have a necklace that is angel wings, one for Lefty and one for Snowflake, and it's not even sharp. Like, you can't cut with it, but I got it taken away because I'm a cutter. So, yeah, don't bring a bunch of jewelry. Money and wallets. I did have my money and my wallets, but I wouldn't suggest bringing it unless you absolutely need it, because first of all, there's no locks on the doors, and second of all, uh, most mental hospitals don't have a gift shop, so I don't know why you'd need money. I mean, in one of the hospitals I was at, it was a physical hospital as well. So I had money there because we were allowed to go to the store sometimes with the mental health workers. Um, but otherwise, like, I wouldn't have needed money at all. And actually, there is one mental hospital I was in that did have a gift shop, by the way. So it can happen. But yeah, it's just safer not to have money and valuables around. Illegal drugs. Enough said. You really shouldn't have that with you in a psych ward. Lighters and matches. People use that to hurt themselves, obviously. Any like knitting needles, crocheting stuff, anything that's sharp, don't bring. And okay, this one, porn magazines. I get this because when I was on one of the units one time, we were asking the LNA what one item that a patient brought in that you just thought, wow. And she said one time there was a guy that came in and he had a porn magazine in his bag, and she says, yeah, no, we can't have these here. So don't bring that because you don't need it there, and it's gonna get taken away, and it's just, you don't need that in there. Okay, so that's my list of things not to bring to a psych ward. If you have any other things that you think people shouldn't bring, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.